All right. I got the notification that I was live, so it's gonna actually double check, make sure my mic is unmuted, because I would be the one to do that. Welcome everybody to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Any percent with bonuses. We're playing with bonuses because without bonuses is painful. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and hit attack to get started, and then timing will start at the end of this loading screen. So, as a lot of you guys know, Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game, an iconic third person or first person shooter game, depending on what style you prefer. So, go. This is when time starts. And we're going to be starting off by picking up the clone sharpshooter as we enter into Megiddo. And so the any percent category for this game is essentially you're playing the Rise of the Empire campaign story mode. And so we're going to be telling a story of a clone trooper slash stormtrooper that actually knows how to shoot. It's kind of ridiculous, as I missed like 4 shots. But so what I already failed to explain, because I'm great at commentary, is a mechanic called infinite sprint, and you're going to be seeing me attempt to do that a lot. I'm not going to say I'm going to succeed at it because it is a really hard mechanic to be able to do. And the reason for that is because it requires hitting, pressing, and holding my roll button on the very last frame that my stamina runs out. And so, because of that, it is really hard to be able to do properly. And so, as you can see, our clone trooper, we're already done using him for a while, and we've moved on to using a leader, Chaote Mundi. Now, the leaders are are super strong. They have a lot of really awesome abilities. Every single leader that we use in this game, except for one of them, is a Jedi. And every single Jedi has a super fast sprint, as well as they can jump multiple times. And we use that quite a bit. As you can see, we did what's called shield skip there, where normally what we would have to do is we'd have to go around that shield area and try to destroy the little boxes that open up the shield. But since we were playing as Chaote Mundi, we were able to skip doing that just by jumping over one of the areas. Now, I need to be careful where I move around because sometimes I will just fling myself to my death. Okay. And so that was the first level Megiddo. And so now what we do is we exit the level by saving, or not saving, but by quitting the level when we start it. When the victory screen pops up, we skip the entire oh, what is my brain? We skip like the kill tally screen as well as the last cutscene in each level. And so now we move on to Felucia. And in Felucia, we're going to be placing some very important mines because we're going to be having to fight these annoying things called Acklay. And they're annoying. They're very, very annoying. So we're going to go ahead, aggro some of them with our pistol, and use mines to get them over to me, and then so that way I can kill them. We can kill them really fast this way. And one of my mines on the other side I placed wrong, so that guy is still very much alive. And oh, what? I blew myself up with a mine. That's a really good job on my end. That's some great speedrunner skills right there. So now we're going to do this to kill this guy. And I'm actually going to respawn here for a very specific reason. Normally we would we would die by another mine, but we didn't do that. But I wanted to respawn as a clone engineer for a bit because we got to be fixing this damaged ATTE. And we have a 2-minute auto scroller here while this is happening. And because we got to defend the ATTE. And we can defend the ATTE in multiple ways. Some people will just sit and fix it. Other people will kill droids. I kind of do a little bit of both. But I actually mainly kill droids, but I'm trying to pull up chat on my phone, so that way I can talk to all of you people. There we go. And so now I can talk to all of you guys in chat. And we got a little bit of time to kill here for this auto-scroller. And, oh, I accidentally switched to my fusion cutter. And we're just going to shoot droids for a little bit. Okay, enough time has passed. And so what we're going to be doing, one of the biggest key points of the run, is during these auto-scroller times, as the time starts to decrease on them, we're actually going to move to the next objective. And I got an infinite sprint here, so I'm going to show off infinite sprint buffering, which I messed up because I, for some reason, didn't keep running into the thing. But we got infinite sprint again, so we can buffer it pretty cool. So as you can see, we're stuck in our running animation here. And this running animation here is, we aren't moving because we're running into this turbine thingy, but we are able to get ourselves stuck, so that way our infinite sprint stays where it needs to be. And that happened. That typically happens, which, oh my goodness, that is an accolade spawning right there. That has never happened before. This is really interesting, but it's fine. So yeah, buffering the infinite sprint there allows us just to be able to make sure that we have it, but I typically don't buffer the infinite sprint there because of that very reason that you just saw, where I had to run around in a circle multiple times to bring the thing that I needed to bring back to the ATTE machine there. But I did want to show it off. There's another instance where I will try to do it. And so now we're just going to be running around killing these turrets to wrap up on Felucia. Okay, we didn't get killed by the Accolade, so that's really nice. So that's the end of Felucia. And now we're entering into Kashyyyk, which Kashyyyk is the worst level in the game because this is it is essentially one ginormous auto-scroller. And it's about 9 minutes of auto-scrolling. And when I say auto-scrolling, I mean defending different areas for a very long period of time. And also, I do apologize that my bitrate isn't the greatest. I thought I was streaming at 1000. But that might not be the case. I also am running on college internet, which is very in and out. So I do apologize for that. And so what I like to do is I like to take a tank, as you can see, and we do what's called YOLO strats, which I also need to be double checking, making sure that, like, because I'm on the whole other side, blowing up literally everything, is because we are currently if we lose this command post, we fail the mission and we lose a lot of time. So I'm trying to, like, keep a second eye on my minimap in the corner. So it's starting to get captured, so that means I need to move. Alright, Wookiees got it. Wookiees are pros. And I'm not gonna lie, this tank normally does not last this long. Like, at all. See, I would adjust my settings, but I don't want... If I were to adjust my settings too much, I could start dropping frames, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so we just need to defend this area for a little bit longer. And then we'll move on to the next auto-scroller. Okay, I got shredded by a turret way off in the corner. Alright, so now we're going to head out to our next position. Oh, wait. It's... Okay, that is currently a contested CP. I need to get back there, like, now. Because this is very manga-esque. Okay, okay. No! Okay, can we hold? Hold. Oh, PogChamp. Oh my gosh.
Fall back behind the seawall. We must protect the Wookiee base.
So, yeah, that was super close. I almost failed the mission.
We must defend the oil refinery at all costs. If we don't...
Okay, so for this auto-scroller, for this next section of the level, we're going to set up a tank right there to block the door. Okay, and by setting this up to block the door, enemies are literally just going to come up and get stuck here. Because they don't have the brains, because, you know, they're droids, to be able to just get in the vehicle and move. So now we can sit here and just blast them. In which I proceed to title this segment, I feel very appropriately to be named. So anyway, I started blasting, because we run around, we blast, and... And we fix the gate winch many times because we don't want it to break. Because when it breaks, tanks come in, and when tanks come in, I get really sad. And I don't like being sad. Oh man. And so that's another thing I gotta pay attention to, is sometimes the tanks will will take a lot of damage, and if they blow up, we get real Monka S. Because these guys just come here. And I'm just gonna stand up here and blast them. So when we got about like a minute left in the auto-scroller, in this timer, is when I'm gonna move to the next position. Oh geez. Oh geez. That was close, but it's fine.
One shot, one kill.
We get a nice lot of pickups here, and we can just... Oh, well, we can just do this. Oh no, they breached the seawall. Okay, let's just patch that back up there real quick. Yeah, bye guys. Hey, how'd you get through? Oh, no, not the reload. Go away. Okay, we're good. Alright, so, boom. Look at all those guys. Alright, we're gonna head out. And normally, you can see that I'm sprinting here, but we don't actually need to sprint. We can just kind of take a nice leisurely stroll. Because I leave quite a bit early to make sure that we get this first command post captured right off the bat. And it takes about 20 seconds to capture a command post, depending on how many people you have around there. So,
They've breached the seawall. Brace yourself.
We're going to go ahead. Yes, they breached the seawall. But for them to destroy that oil refinery in 20 seconds would be quite a feat. So So we're gonna go ahead, capture this for a good chunk of the way. No, I captured it all the way. Dadgummit. So that was the one thing I didn't want to do, was capturing it all the way, because that's a 20-second time loss. Because what's gonna happen is, you're gonna see here, it's gonna re-swap over,
Way to hold them back, man.
or
Let's
you can
push
see it's
forward
still
and show
marked on the
them
map.
proud I am.
So
Stand
what's
forward
gonna
and
happen
proud.
is they're gonna recapture that command post, and it's really frustrating. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, kill this guy, and kind of watch the area, and then buffer some infinite sprint here. Or do they actually recapture it? Like, what happens if they don't? Is that a soft lock? I've actually never had it if they don't recapture it before. Which, if they don't recap, it's a time save. It still counts. Oh, sick. Okay, so yeah, there's a chance they could recap. Which, if they don't recap, that would be a big pog. I'm hoping they don't recap. Which, I'm still losing time just because I lost, like, that massive amount of time of me running back. But it's fine. Just gonna go ahead and do some spins. Shoutouts to Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. They didn't recap. Pog champ.
Kashyyyk lives to fight another day.
We're just gonna destroy these while we wait for the victory screen to pop up. And now we're gonna get into Utapau. Utapau is one of my favorite missions, and the reason for that is because you really get to see, like, specifically the General Grievous fight, and you guys, I think, are gonna be in for quite a treat. So first of all, we got a pretty decent spawn here, but we need to capture this command post up here. So we're gonna try and infinite sprint our way up, but because I am a fairly inactive runner of this game, I'm not the greatest at infinite sprints yet. Or at all, I should say. Okay, so since we weren't able to get the buffers right, I'm just gonna let it recharge, so that way I have the most to charge down the highway. Because we want as much sprint, because we got a long stretch of just running here. And as you can see, we lose a good chunk of time not having infinite sprint. Alright, so we're gonna have a big Monka-S boss coming up here, and that's gonna be General Grievous. He is a really, really tough boss, because if that fight goes wrong, you lose a lot of time. And we really don't want that fight to go wrong. And I'm really trying, like... So we got Obi-Wan here. We have one more command post to capture before we get to the Monka-S boss fight.
He should be able to help you troopers quite a bit.
And we're gonna go ahead, let's do a sprint attack over here for swag. It really doesn't speed up anything. Just gonna toss our lightsaber around to different droids. Try to not get hit by Magna Guards, because, you know, they have pistol rocket launchers, because OP. And we're gonna start setting ourselves up for the General Grievous fight here. And here comes the fight, and there, oh, Monka-S, there we go. Okay, he's gone. That's that fight.
Grievous is retreating. Well done. There's some AA guns in Hangar 10 that are causing our flyboys quite a bit of trouble. They need you to destroy those guns.
Okay, so General Grievous is taken care of. And now we're gonna see something never seen before. And this is Obi-Wan Kenobi driving a tank. So we're just going to go ahead, swap ourselves around here, and have some really good aim as we destroy this energy pillar. And that's Utapau.
We are victorious.
And so now we're going to get into the lore-wise, this is the saddest mission. Speedrun-wise, this is the saddest mission. Because this is Nightfall, or Coruscant, where you have to kill every single... Well, you don't kill all the Jedi, but this is what that mission is. This is the fall of the Jedi.
We have been directed by the highest authority
And
to wipe out the
we get
insurgent
into
Jedi
a lot of really hard execution, so if I don't talk a lot, that's because there's a lot of Jedi and I'm in a massive state of Monka ass.
Keep the Jedi low and move out.
I killed every single Jedi with one grenade. I have never done that before, except for that guy, but his teammates killed him. Okay, so these turrets are going to be annoying, so we're going to go ahead and just do that. That was a major PogChamp. Okay, Jedi are dead. We captured the council chambers.
Attention troops, double time to the library. The Jedi are attempting to destroy.
Okay, so now we have another 2-minute auto-scroller
Stop them. Stop the destruction of
where you get to see how good our little trooper here is. Somebody in chat give me a name for this guy. I know my profile name is Zojalyx, but, like, I want to give him a better name. Uh-oh, I'm hearing lightsaber sounds. Okay, he's up there. Okay, we got him. Oh, hi, dude. I'm seeing Clint, Jeb, Bob. I think we're going to go with Clint. I like Clint. So this is Clint. Okay, as you can see, he's doing his darndest good job to follow orders and be the best member of the 501st he can be. And you can see he's got his nice little skirt on. He looks quite adorable. So we're gonna kill the last couple of Jedi here. I'm still hearing lightsaber sounds. That was almost a really good shot. Okay, we got him there. Alright, so now that all the Jedi are dead here, Clint can move on to his next objective 30 seconds before he needs to go there, because Clint is an efficient man. In fact, he's so efficient that he forgets to keep his infinite sprint buffered. So we need to pick up this little holocron here, and Clint's gonna just run back to his ship, and we got infinite sprint here. Whoo! That was monk ass. I almost got blasted by a rocket. What? No! What even? That has never happened before. What?
There he is, near the Star Chamber. You must defeat this Jedi and bring his holocron to the veranda drop-off point.
No, stop running. There's so many Jedi in here.
They're flanking us. Excellent progress. With the last of the
Alright, so Darth Vader really appreciated Clint's work, and so he told him, you take a breather, Clint. You've done good work. Take a breather. I'll take over from here. And he's gonna finish off the Jedi here. Okay, so that's the end of Nightfall. Now we're gonna move on to Naboo. That is, if I can click the button. Naboo is a pretty tough level. A lot of levels from here on out are, I'm gonna be playing a little bit safer because there's a lot of chances for some instances, for some soft locks and other instances like that. And we don't want to have those happen. So as you can see, if you couldn't tell by the loading screen or can't tell now, our boy Clint got some upgraded armor. And now he is ready to take down the Theed government. Like the pro soldier that Clint is. And I'm not getting health drop. Clint needs some back to tanks, so we're going to go ahead and roll over here to get some safety backed up. But Clint actually is getting an upgrade from Scout Trooper to Dark Trooper. And the reason, and he's getting this upgrade because they're like, Clint, you're really fast. We want you to go faster, so we're going to give you the jump pack. And as you can see, jump packs are real fast. So Clint has now been upgraded from just a simple Scout Trooper now to a Special Ops Dark Trooper. And he wants to continue to do his best now that he is in Special Forces of the 501st. And he's going to do his best. He's going to do his best by running all throughout Theed and capturing command posts while jump packing everywhere like a good soldier. And we're going to try to not... Clint sees the tank, sees the issues it can bring. But Clint is a good soldier. Clint is a good soldier, guys. Be like Clint. Okay, so now Clint is going to come up here, destroy that with a grenade, and then he's gonna throw a grenade right there, because they're gonna be Jedi that are gonna spawn, and he kills a lot of them with this grenade. And now he's gonna kill the Queen of Naboo, like the pro soldier that he is, and evade all of the lightsabers, and he's gonna get wounded in action. And just be an absolute pro. And so now we're going to follow Clint to his next mission, to the lava planet of Mustafar, where a Geonosian by the name of Gizor Delso, and who is recreating a droid army to try and take out the Empire. And Clint's deciding, nah, you're not gonna do this on my watch, because I'm Clint. Ah! Oh, that was a rocket that we survived. And people are, you guys are probably one. No! No! Clint! Ah! That poor man. F in the chat for Clint, man. That was painful. But you know what? You can't keep Clint down for long. They dragged him off, gave him an adrenal shot, and he's ready to go. Okay. Yeah, that's a 2% chance of that happening, and that's really unfortunate. But that, you know, is marathons. So Clint, he notices that yes, the jump pack is super helpful here, but the problem is there are a lot of low ceilings. which means a jump pack is going to be virtually useless. So Clint is going to stick with his Scout Trooper armor for right now, and try not to get blasted by these rockets. Clint has 350 brothers that are all named Clint. Yeah, this is the,
That collection base looks like a good place to make a stand. Capture it.
So now Clint understands. He's at a spot where his jump pack can be somewhat helpful. And he's going to utilize it to capture more command posts and continue to shut down the droid army.
We need more troopers like you.
Clint has 23 droid takedowns on this mission.
Any droid we don't destroy today will come back to haunt us tomorrow. Wipe them out. These Geonosians have been working on a new Confederate infantry prototype.
Oh no!
Destroy the schematics
Clint,
before
why
they
did you do that with your grenade?
droid army.
Really hoping. Okay, that's cool. Clint knew that Clint was ready for anything.
Go out and retrieve it.
Alright, Clint's now on the run with this orbital strike beacon to destroy this droid factory. So, an interesting fact is you guys are probably like, why does Clint not use his jump pack? Well, see, that's the thing. Clint is holding a very, very special item that wow, that was a engineer droid if I ever saw one. Alright, so Clint is now switching to a shock trooper. And the reason for that is because Geyser Delso is going to be coming. And Clint knows that there is one way to destroy Geyser Delso, and that's to blow him up with a mine. Except Geyser Delso wants to sit in the air like a nerd, but he does eventually get blown up.
Geyser Delso has been defeated. Scratch one droid rebellion.
So Clint has now shut down a droid rebellion, and now Clint, this is Camino, where Clint gets a day off. This is the only time you get a leader that isn't. This mission is the only time you don't get a leader that's a Jedi. You get a leader that's not a Jedi. And the Empire is so proud of Clint's achievements that they give him a day off. And so for this Camino raid, they put Mr. Boba Fett in charge, in which Boba Fett has a lot of different abilities. And because Boba Fett knows the opportune moment when to kill things, when to blow things up, he waits for those opportune moments. Otherwise, he knows that it just wouldn't work. And also, this is a really good spot to get infinite sprint. Because when infinite sprint like this happens, and you can't use your jetpack, you can just run forever. And I think this is a great spot to even showcase how fast infinite sprint is. Because as you've seen throughout the earlier parts of the run, you've seen me struggle with getting it. And now that I get it for one of those moments that's a long period of time, you can just see how useful it actually is. So, also another iconic thing to know about leaders, if you are unfamiliar with this game, you will know that leaders' health degenerates over time. And in order to regenerate our health, we don't pick up back to canisters, we actually need to kill enemies.
You know your objectives. Destroy the computers keeping the Kaminoans clone pods alive before they can create any more traitorous anti-troopers.
Okay, so Boba Fett has now decided he's done enough for his job. And since he's done enough for his job, what's going to happen? Well, The umpire knows what's going to happen. They got to put Clint back in.
Are evacuating
So
inside.
Clint's a little bit irritated that he didn't actually get his day off. So he's going to destroy a couple of gunships here. Okay, so Clint destroyed the gunships, and now Clint wants to go for a swim. Can we get an F in the chat for Clint's day off? Alright, so now Clint's had a couple of days off, couple of months of just kind of chillaxing on the new Death Star, but we got some issues here. There decided to have a prison riot, and so we got some of our friends, our pals coming in, but we gotta deal with this riot, in which, look what they got in this riot. Oh, they have Wookiees. Wookiees are the worst enemies in the entire game. And the reason for that is that precisely, if you see my health, a Wookiee shot me once, and I'm honestly surprised I survived. Also, more shoutouts to Clint. He's back. He gets to shoot. He got robbed of his day off, and because of that, he's out for blood. So we got ourselves a nice little auto-scroller here. Of just destroying these prisoners, putting them in their place. As you can see, Clint doesn't even need a scope on his sniper rifle, which all the other stormtroopers who like can't hit shots are like totally shook at just the amount of just pro skills that their good General Clint can use. So Clint is just going to continue tearing through these guys.
Is secure. The riot originated in cell block 2180. Get up there and secure that cell block.
Okay, so Clint saw a guy out in the distance, and it just so happened that while Clint was in his massive kill frenzy, he killed the guy who picked up the Death Star plans. And so now Clint can be even more of a war hero in retrieving the Death Star plans.
The plans have been secured. The prisoners have captured the fire control.
And now Clint has picked up his jump pack. And is ready to go recapture the fire control room of the Death Star. Kill the Wookiees. I don't even think a full blast when this kills a Wookiee. Yeah, Wookiees are very beef. But thankfully, Clint is a pro trooper.
The fire control room is ours. The rebels have infiltrated hangar 85G and are preparing to escape in one of the shuttles. Get to the hangar and take out that shuttle before it takes off.
So Clint coming up here, we had to destroy. Clint has to destroy a shuttle, and Clint. Not only is he a supreme fighter, but he also studied a lot on every single part of his job, and he learned that landing crafts have one weakness, and that's landmines.
Well done, Trooper. No one escapes the Death Star. Troopers, there is a Jedi in the TIE hangar. He is the source of this rebellion. Destroy this man.
What just happened there? That guy, that Jedi, caught the landmine. I can honestly say that has never happened before. There we go.
The rebel leader has been destroyed. Our reinforcements can take it from here. The uprising has been crushed. Well done, Trooper. Lord Vader will be most pleased with your performance.
The Jedi caught the mine. Alright, so now we're on to Polis Massa. So this riot caused some people did escape, and they escaped with the Death Star plans. And Clint has a personal vendetta against these guys who stole the plans. So Clint volunteers to not only go on the team, but he volunteers to lead the team. And Polis Massa, so there's one really risky strat that I'm going to be playing really safe, specifically to save Clint's reputation. Where are we going?
Nicely executed, troops. Now it's time to make our way to the base command building on the far side of the facility. If our intelligence is right, along the way we'll find a rebel holodisk containing some very important...
And because Clint wants to do the best that he can do, well, yeah, because I really care about Clint's reputation, I miss the disc. It's fine. Clint's so fast, they can't hit him anyways. Look at this man run. Oh gosh. No, Clint! Give this man a shot of adrenaline. Get him back in the action, people. Let's go. Grab that hollow disc. I don't like that. We're gonna do that. Good job, Clint. Good adaptation. There's a reason you were made general.
It'll take time to realign the comm dish and transmit the data from the holodisk. You'll have to hold off the rebels until the transmission is...
Alright, so now we gotta defend this area for 2 minutes. And you can see Clint switches to his engineer gear. It's been a while since... This is the first time Clint's worn his engineer gear since he has put on all of his new armor with the Empire. And is no longer wearing his old Republic gear. But it's okay. Because it's just like riding a bike for our good old friend Clint. Oh, that's a Boston spy. Okay. So, this is where there's a really risky strat that comes into play, and that Clint wants to take really safe, and just secure the fact, secure this hollow disc. Whoa, Oh, that's a grenade. Clint doesn't like grenades. Alright, Clint's on the move now. He knows where to go. Clint's like, you know what? I'm taking some initiative, guys.
Deep within the caverns of this complex, the rebels have a
Oh, would you look at that?
Imperial encryption codes.
Clint's initiative even points him right to the area that just happens to be his next mission. In which Clint says, beam me up, Scotty! And he gets out of there when he puts his jetpack there to come back to the hangar, blow up the communications, and be ready to go to recapture the hangar when there's nobody here.
The bad news is, the rebels have taken over the hangars. You'll have to fight our way out.
Except for that guy, but he's dead. I'm pretty sure his name was Jermaine.
They're flanking us! Our raid is a success. And even though the holodisk didn't have the plan,
and so we were able to make it through Polis Massa. Shoutouts to Clint and his wonderful abilities as a member of the 501st. And so now Clint is on the Tantive 4. So I don't know, the movies don't really cover this very well. And unfortunately, I feel like they should have covered this better. That when the door explodes, they totally don't mention the fact that Clint just runs out in front of everybody. The movies just don't apparently set a camera on Clint. So we can all blame George Lucas for that. So this map is pretty easy for Clint to get lost in, so he's going to go ahead and just use what he can. Use his own personal map to get himself in here. Uh-oh, I didn't have all these terminals. I didn't have all my ammo, but it's fine. Just Clint. Did I get it? Whoa.
We need the ship's access codes to gain entry to the escape pod areas. Make your way to the engine room and retrieve them from the security.
Alright, so here, now, Clint gets the rest of the day off. Darth Vader is pleased. And Darth Vader's gonna showcase little turbine skip there.
Those rebels out of the escape pod bays and secure the rest of the ship. Princess Leia must be captured before.
And now Princess Leia is supposed to be captured alive, but Darth Vader just decides to destroy her with his lightsaber.
Well done, gentlemen.
And finish that out. And now we're not happy because the Rebel Alliance destroyed the Death Star. So a lot of people that were very near and dear to Clint's heart are now dead. And Clint, this man wants revenge. And oh man, Clint is gonna get it.
The Rebel base is located in that ancient temple over there. Our first job is to take the Rebel command post located in the ruins of that stone fountain just ahead.
Clint is out for revenge, and he is going to get it. And he's going to do that by raiding Yavin 4, the base of the Rebel Alliance. This is also, in my opinion, the most annoying level. Because I have had a lot of issues with this level.
Gather your forces. It'll be a tough slog.
Specifically this command post. But you know what? We aren't just some ordinary PB attempt stormtrooper. We're Clint. There are more of them. No!
Squash the Scots. Wipe them out.
This, in my opinion, is the worst CP. But you know what? Clint's a solid trooper. He's got it through. He knows what to do.
Nicely done. Now rush the reflecting pool. It will make a good staging area for the assault of the temple.
So now we just gotta capture this command post, hold it for 2 minutes, and then we can go and kill all of the rebel leaders. And Clint will be named Hero of the Empire.
The rebel counterattack could start at any second. Defend the reflecting pool with all your might.
So as you can see, Clint knows what to do. So I do hope you guys are enjoying the story of Clint. If you want to see other Star Wars related action, or just movie related action in general, go ahead and check me out on Twitch. I do a lot of movie speedruns. I do a lot of Star Wars, do a lot of Lord of the Rings. Those are kind of my two main series. This game needs a Baby Yoda mod. I'm sure it'll probably happen. So if you guys want to see more of that, go ahead and check me out there. I'll also be getting into the all missions run of this category of this game pretty soon, where you can see Clint's adventures in space that we don't cover in this run because it's any %.
Retrieve the bomb from its drop-off location and place it near the temple security door. The bomb has a 10-second timer, so you better start running as soon as
So Clint's gonna place this on the door, and now get ready. Oh geez, that's a tank there. We don't like those. Clint's gonna hide from the tank.
There they are. Decapitate the rebel command.
Nice. That was really good to kill them. That was a really good rebel command kill.
Fallen brothers will sleep soundly tonight.
So, now we're on the last mission of the run. The time where we get ready to say goodbye to Clint. We are now invading Hoth. We finally found the hidden rebel base, and Clint has been asked to lead the command, to lead the troops. And Clint is going to do that by first off boarding this AT-AT and destroying all of the turrets and getting a bunch of kills in the process to just remove potential rebels that can be a pain. Like that. We get a lot. So I anticipated that happening a lot. Snipers, for some reason, in this game, either don't hit you at all, or proceed to hit you in the most ridiculous, like, way possible. And that is, like, when, oh no, the medical droid's down. This is a Monka S for Clint, cause snipers. Okay, so Clint is going to be capturing this command post. There's going to be a lot of traversing around the map.
Nice work, men. Now let's capture their forward bunker.
So we got more snipers. There are a lot of snipers here. So, like, I kid you not, I've been, like, totally sniped, like, right out of the air for just no reason at all. Like, I'll be way up in the air traveling at a couple, like, 20 miles an hour. And look at that. All of the snipers are chilling out here. They don't like Clint. They really don't. Alright, so Clint is going to say, beam me up, Scotty, again. As he's now going to fire at the shield generator to take it down. Which actually, this is a really good location for the AT-AT to be in. And so now Clint's gonna get beamed up again. Because he wants to grab a Tauntaun here. Because Tauntauns are really fast. And can just rush through everything to get to Echo Base faster than anything else in the entire game. And that sniper almost killed us while we were on our Tauntaun. And so now, everybody, it is time to say goodbye to Clint, as he has now wrapped up his duties as general, and Darth Vader is ready to come through and finish off the job. So let's all say goodbye to Clint.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. I'll inform Lord Vader.
Get some pogs in the chat. Salutes for Clint. Best stormtrooper in the galaxy.
The rebel shields are deactivated. Moving on to capture
He's gonna receive the Medal of Honor from the Empire and move on to bigger and better things. While Darth Vader zooms through ice caves in a very terrifying way. So we only have a couple of objectives left in the run. I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around for this. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect my commentary to all kind of wrap around Clint, but all in all, I think it was a ton of fun. I think it helped to kind of fill in, because a lot of this run, as you guys saw, was just moving to objectives fast and infinite sprinting. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a grand old time. But I was really struggling as to how I was going to make the commentary interesting. And Clint, I hope, did a wonderful job. I hope you guys enjoyed the story of Clint. And I just want to say, since I have this time for this last little minute auto scroller, shout outs to Shots Fired for having me. This was amazing. Shout outs to the Star Wars Battlefront 2 community, the Star Wars community in general. You guys all do great job at helping out any runners. This game is really easy to pick up and learn. So if you guys are interested, there's a Star Wars Discord. There's guides, there's pretty much anything you need to get started. So go ahead, check this game out. And yeah, so time will be coming up when victory shows up. But yeah, this has been Star Wars Battlefront 2. So time. And that is it. Again, other shoutouts that I want to have just for personal reasons. Shoutouts to Rogue Nation, my wonderful esports squad that has sponsored me. You guys are great. Shoutouts to the Lord of the Rings speedrunning community, just for all. They're where I started, so I gotta shout out them. Check out No Bonuses. We need more folks. I might have to do that. Shout outs to shout outs to my community, the Dumpster. You guys are fantastic. And honestly, I wouldn't be here without any of you guys. Also, shout outs to Midwest Speed Fest, my OG homies. You guys are great. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much again for going on this journey for the man himself, Clint. And just, yeah, you guys, this was awesome. I enjoyed it.